Now to a developing story. Students at Boston Public Schools walking out right now as we speak.
So they're protesting possible budget cuts. Nicole Jacobs is live at the State House where those students are taking their march. Nicole.
Chris, Catherine, just moments ago, there were maybe several dozen students on the steps of the State House. They have since gone across the street to the common area to gather more students before they come back to this area. Of course, they staged this walkout because they are protesting a gap between Boston Public Schools and Boston Charter Schools, and certainly they are hoping that there will be no more cuts as that budget approval is set for just a couple of weeks. Robbing Peter to pay Paul is how some describe it, and it's that idea that brings supporters and critics to the State House Monday, an objective to cap the charter school funding. City officials contend lifting that cap could make the existing budget gap between Boston Public Schools and Boston Charter Schools even greater. A new budget set to be approved in a couple of weeks has gotten the attention of Boston Public School students. Multi-million-dollar cuts has many cutting school Monday, heading to the State House in a planned walkout.
The young people in the Boston Public Schools are doing what adults should do right now, which is stand up for public education, stand up and close the $50 million gap in the Boston Public Schools.
And we're working on closing that gap and working on making sure that we try and eliminate the gap altogether. I think that the fact that students are protesting about it, I think it's a good thing. I think that they can certainly protest after school and come to the State House and protest after school.
Mayor Marty Walsh says that gap between charter schools and Boston Public Schools isn't $50 million, as has been reported. He says it's closer to $30 million. But as you heard, he says there's still a lot of work to be done to get that final budget. So it's unclear exactly how large that gap will be. He says his hope is to remove it altogether. Again, those students who were just here on the steps of the State House are now across the street, gathering everyone else to come here and have their voices heard. We've already heard them chanting so far, no more budget cuts.